TerraScend was the other company as well. TerraScend is actually one of those companies that I've known about for a while, but haven't really looked into fully. So I got to look into them a little bit today, so it was really nice being able to jump into them. There's so many different cannabis companies. I mean, I think our investor presentation follows 76 of them, and I still left out 15, 20, 30 different companies that are publicly traded just because they're in technology or they're in something else. So it's really, really hard to keep track of all of them, but there's so many different good ones. And you know, TerraScend was an interesting company to look into. They just got their sales license on March 9th. That's a big deal. You know, a lot of these companies are getting their cultivation license. They can start growing, but once you get your cultivation license, you still have to prove, can you grow cannabis? Will it pass a test of Health Canada? So having that, having the ability to get your sales license, which sometimes takes well and over a year sometimes, that's a big deal for them that they can start selling. So that's really good to see. They also will be launching their Solus Health marketplace. So much like United Greeneries, where they're using a different platform online, and a lot of these LPs actually are using the platforms online. Solus Health marketplace will be launching the next few weeks, according to a news release from TerraScend, and that will be their platform to sell their cannabis now that they have their sales license. So it's always nice seeing these companies start getting revenue and actually moving into the phase where we're not just trying to guess what a company is worth. It's still crazy trying to, are they overvalued, are they undervalued? You know, I ask anyone if they say, oh, that company's undervalued, or if they say that company's overvalued. How? Nobody has a concrete answer to that because no one knows. It's uncharted ground right now. But that's going to change once revenue starts coming in, once legalization starts coming in. So getting your sales license like this, that's a nice step forward because you're starting to actually go from this whole you're going to have opportunities to, okay, now you're actually selling. Let's see what you can actually do. So really interesting to see. They also, funny enough, have 1,000 kilograms to sell right now, according to their news release. So again, that's a substantial amount of cannabis. It's not like some of these larger companies you're looking at, you know, Canopy or Aurora, where they're soon going to have hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of kilograms. I mean, those are your massive LPs. But TerraScend's growing. They've I can't recall the exact numbers of their facility that they're growing right now, but they are building right now. So, but in no means are they a small company. But again, all that information can be found on their investor presentation, on their websites. That's what we're here for. TerraScend was a really interesting company. They're also doing distribution as well. That I didn't know. They're doing it through Solus Health as well, but they're going to be doing same-day distribution, and they're going to be doing it as a third-party service for other LPs. So say you're, I don't know if they have a deal or not, so I'm just using this example, but say you've got Aurora Cannabis, and Aurora, a lot of their product is going to be grown in out in Alberta, or at the Edmonton Airport for Aurora Sky. You might be able to use a company like this, and again, it's just an example of just picking a name, but if you're selling to people in the GTA, you can't fly it over there. You can't get there that quickly without having a facility here. And I'm sure Aurora will have a facility here for that exact purpose. They're a massive company. But if you don't have that facility, apparently you could be using TerraScend's distribution channel to do that because they are based out of the GTA. So very interesting where they're going the LP route where they're selling cannabis. They've got a health division for clinics as well. And apparently they're doing distribution. So they're really going for a top-down, you know, a very vertical company where they're doing a lot of different things. So it'll be very interesting to see what comes of that. And I also know that on February 5th of this year, they got their license to produce oils. So they're going to be going into oils as well. You gotta wait a while until you get your sales license for oils. Same thing with cannabis. You get your cultivation license, and then you get your sales license. For oils, you get you're able to produce oils, and then you're able to sell oils. So there's still some time there, but it was really interesting to see that they were going into multiple different aspects of the sector, which, you know what, I believe you have to do. You'd have to be massive to just be a grower. I think if you're a smaller facility and that's all you do, that's one of those companies you got to question yourself, why, you know, do you still believe in them? Because you need these other aspects. So yeah, no, those three companies really stood out. I appreciate our viewers for bringing them up. I do like looking into because some of these ones, especially TerraScend, I keep seeing but don't go into as enough. So it's nice to be able to go into those companies myself and take some time into them and just get my bearings of where they are now. So I appreciate that very much.